Finally, it feels like, and maybe seems like, Respawn might be prioritizing having fun in the game versus just having new stuff. Today we're talking about what Respawn just announced recently that's going to make Apex finally fun again, and how it actually might turn out even better than what they're saying. But before we get into it, let me tell you about the sponsor of today's video, which is Ace Defender. Ace Defender is a high quality SRPG masterpiece combining turn-based RPG battle with tower defense elements. It's got 40 plus chapters, nearly 2,000 levels, and 48 heroes with deep hero background stories. And 2 new heroes get added to the game every 2 weeks. You can level up, combine heroes, and equip gear to create a powerful lineup. It's got a few game modes, one of them being a PvE expedition. You can explore dungeons and regions and engage in trials and level up your heroes and collect rare items. They also got a PvP mode where you can fight against other players within your server or across your server in different arenas. And they also have a 1x, 2x, or 4x gameplay speeds to allow you to speed up or slow down the action. They just introduced a new hero named Brenda the Demon Spear with the ability to deal massive damages in both PvE and PvP battles. She can also limit her opponent's damage and recover health on her own. But there are mysterious new words called Realm of Deities available soon in the game, where you can build your castle, develop technology, and train soldiers to conquer the city for endless treasures. On the Realm of Deities map, you can defeat all kinds of monsters and get rewards and fight together with your allies to gain more power for your heroes through the magical research. New users who download the game from the link will get 10 Royal Recruit tickets after completing Chapter 2, Level 8. You can use the tickets by clicking Sky City Tavern Recruit 10x. It's a perfect game to play while you're relaxing in the tub or laying on the couch, so make sure to use the link down in the description below and download Ace Defender. So yesterday, Respawn released a lot of stuff on their official website showing the new season Defiance, which is also going to be known as season 12 amongst the fan base because we're still going by numbers. Well, what most everyone seems to be really excited about is that Apex finally sounds like it will actually have some fun to be a part of when the new season does release because of the brand new 9v9 control mode. And if you guys have not seen this already, this is basically a 9v9 ground war domination that you would see back in Call of Duty. However, it's Apex and you got legends who have abilities, and I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And I'm finally excited that Respawn did something that prioritizes fun and not just selling a bunch of new skins. So just a quick recap, if you haven't seen it, for the first 3 weeks of Apex Season 12 or Season Defiance, you'll be able to play this new LTM control mode that will last for 3 weeks. It's a 9v9 domination, but a lot of people seem to be upset that it was only 3 weeks long. However, there is a notion going around that actually Respawn does have plans to make this permanent, and here's why. And that's what I want to talk about today. First off, Josh McNeita yesterday said this is going to be super interesting in hearing the folks' thoughts on control mode and Maggie. I promise that her voiceover isn't going to be a problem this time around, but a lot of people have been begging it to be a permanent mode. If you read the comments here, Garrett Leaks wants it to be perma mode. I wanted to be a perma mode. Ecstatic Shadow wanted to be a perma mode. A lot of people were just hoping that this would actually be a permanent mode. Shrugtal also said I'd be very surprised if control just stayed as an LTM and didn't become permanent in the future. And so my assumption at first was this, is that maybe they're just trying to release it softly instead of like just hard dumping it like arenas. Maybe they're just trying to see what the community says about it first and see how people like it and see what the player interaction is, and then maybe make it a permanent mode once they figure out the small things that they would like to improve first. So basically providing that the assumption is that they might actually have full intention for this to be permanent mode, but they want to see how we react first before they make the final decision to make it permanent. And then PvP over from Cloud9 made a really good thread this morning kind of explaining it even further. He said, in my opinion, arenas failed because of its staleness. Battle Royale is much more diverse on all aspects, and control will give that diversity in fights, guns, and legends that arenas does not offer. Arena being 1 life per round just to poke battle in the same repeatable scenarios over and over just felt tiresome. Control being a respawn mode might diversify the fights more and bring less poke style fighting. Apex really needs a game mode where you can load in and practice gun skill and movement without the need to spend so much time looting. Control might be the perfect thing for that. BR will still be fun because there are infinite scenarios that can happen though. And Champ on Twitter asked for my opinion, and I said this: I'd agree, and also note that Control also has the potential to fail. I think they are prepared this time though, which is why it's starting out as an LTM. Also, I think the 9v9 domination is way more appealing to way more of an audience than economy based games. I think when you look at it and you realize Apex is a very heavily console based played game, and you have a lot of these people that came over from Titanfall that had no experience with an economy based style game. A lot of PC players though may have had some experience in Valorant or CSGO or whatever, and maybe that's the target they were going for, but not realizing that their audience is not really used to that kind of stuff. They're used to more something like Call of Duty or Titanfall. So I think that this control mode is going to be an absolute hit, and I think they're simply testing it for 3 weeks to see how the reaction is before they make it permanent. But I just wanted to inform you that if you're under the impression that control mode is just a limited thing here to stay for 3 weeks and it'll probably be gone forever and we'll never see it again, I think that most of the community realizes and kind of sees that that's probably not going to happen. It most likely will become permanent. Speaking of things being permanent over at Respawn, there's a brand new announcement that was released this morning coming from EA Star Wars. It said, we're happy to announce that 3 new Star Wars games that are officially in the works from Respawn. But what's weird about this is how it's kind of gone under the radar that not only have we had now people, you know, just leave Respawn Apex Legends, but now we've had people that have transferred over and been moved from Apex Legends over at Respawn to now working on this new Star Wars game over at Respawn. So this is coming from someone who's a lead game designer, used to be for Apex, and he says, we're making a Star Wars FPS. I wanted to shout that out since we first broke ground, and it's been killing me not to, but here we are. Star Wars is such a fun toy box to run around in and create with and add to. If you want to come play it in with us, we're hiring. But if you go and check some of your favorite devs on Apex Legends, you'll notice that some of them actually in their bios say that they're no longer working on Apex, but actually say that they were previously working on Apex, but now working on this new Star Wars game. And lastly, your golden nugget before you leave the day. This was coming from Shrugtald, saying that Respawn appears to be retiring the Legend Edition versions of Apex Legends from purchase next season, as indicated by a new in-game news item. And also it says under here, it says they will likely be moved to EA Play subscribers, as the tracking tag for this promo is Season 11 Week 13 Legend Edition with EA Play - Last Chance. So it just sounds like this most likely going to be an EA Play only thing. And a last note before I leave, I just want to say for the first time in a while, I'm honestly kind of excited to play Apex in Season 12. Not because I think that this is the best season and this is the one where they finally listen. I think things honestly will continuously go down the pattern that we've always had. You know, we get upset about stuff, they don't answer stuff, they don't do stuff. I'm sure at some point next season we'll be back in the same boat, complaining about the same old stuff and something that's not getting done that we would like to be done. However, I'm just saying that I'm really excited for this new LTM. I think that it's going to be a lot of fun, and I think that control mode is something that we've really needed in Apex. This is not me saying that, oh, this is the season, this is the one we all need to be ready for, this is where everything changes, this is where, you know, things finally start shooting up. I don't know what's going to happen. None of us knows what's going to happen. All I'm saying is every season there's this bandwagon to hate Apex, and that's totally fine. If there's things that's going on you're upset about, be on that bandwagon if you want. But as a rational human being, you got to know when it's time to get off. And obviously there's things that I would still like to be done. However, I'm just excited to be able to play something new and have fun. When I'm having fun, I want to buy the skins, but if there's no fun, I don't care about the skins. All I care about is having fun, and this new LTM does exactly that for me, and I think it does that for a lot of players. So I'm not saying let's just ignore all the other problems and concerns that we've had in Apex in the past. I'm just saying, look, you know, sometimes you got to stop and just stop being such a negative Nancy all the time. Yes, I'm upset that they flat out lied about the LTMs in Season 11 and there were actually no new ones. Yes, I'm upset that we're probably still not getting private matches anytime soon, but regardless, this new event looks fun. The new season looks like it'll be a lot of fun, and I'm excited to play it. So for the short amount of time until I feel like it's deserving of it again, I'm hopping off of that bandwagon. For those of you that just simply always are 100% on the hate wagon all day long, you probably don't even need to be playing this game. If you have no ounce of optimism in you for this game, it's time to go. All I can say is I think and hope I'll be having fun at the beginning of this next season. But that's it for me today. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Stay safe. It's Vibe or Die, only positivity. Make sure to be in the comments and lifting people up, not bringing them down, and having a better day. I'll see you all in the next one, and later, Gators.